Hey, what's going on? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today's return of Megadimension Neptunia V2, which I now know stands for Victory 2. The song is called Providence. And in parentheses, Gold Third Boss Battle Theme. Interesting. This is requested by Shadow Maxim. Thank you. The last time I heard Megadimension, I actually thought it was one of the cooler songs I've heard from the series. And then I found out that like Nobuo was part of it too. I don't know about that song, but like he's been part of this series, which is bizarre. I'm not sure how much he was involved, but and then that song was actually really cool. Like I remember the drums like sticking out. It wasn't too long ago, so I can kind of remember it. But let's just get into it. This is from the channel Pecan Production. Providence. Megadimension Neptunia V2. Let's go. No time to waste. There's a rhythm guitar, but it's so low. That might be the lowest rhythm guitar I've ever heard. Oh, there it is. What was that? Are those voices? I really like the music from this game. It's what's the word? I need an adjective. That sounded like Dream Theater for a bit right there. Very prog. It's a nice, like, angelic chorus. You know what this actually reminds me of? Like Blaze Blue, a little bit. Like the melodic leads. Oh, it's a short loop. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's sick. Ooh, dual solo, nice. Back to guitar. One more keyboard. Woo! I love that. I love that. One of my favorite bands in the world does that all the time, so it's like, yeah. Oh, it's so quick. It's so quick. You know what? I'm gonna listen to that solo again. And the part right before the solo. That was like a little pedal tone. Do 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 do. That's a great solo intro. Oh, I guess technically this is... chugging along. It's very interesting that they end the loop on a bell toll. I'm not even sure if it's a bell. It's like a It's in the bell family, but it also just sounds like a item that they're hitting, like a piece of iron or something. Anyways, I still can't think. I've been trying to think of like an adjective this whole time, like how to describe the Neptunia series, because this is going to be the last one I hear for a while. There's only one more request, and that's kind of a ways away. It's, I mean, I don't want to say cool. It sounds so generic, but it's like, and it's not, I don't want to say different either, because it's not super different. I'm really struggling here thinking of like, it's positive, don't get me wrong, but I'm just trying to think of like what, like in order for me to call something unique, it's got to be unique. And, you know, it's not that it's not, it's just, there's other stuff that sounds like it, that's all I'm saying. But it's also unique in a way where I can't just pinpoint it, you know? It's a little scattered, in good ways. I just can't think of something. I'll come back to that. Anyways, the song itself, I'll make a mental note of look up positive adjectives. See what Google throws at me. So in the meantime, crazy thumbnail, by the way. And from what I've gathered, which is very little, but from the community, they really love this game. And the whole thing is based on, well, not the whole thing, but I think it's just like a running theme of like every character is based off of a video game console, stuff like that. And there's like a couple of different games within the series. Something like that. Yeah, sorry. I forgot the exact, every time someone tells me something, like I'll remember, like I'll pay attention right there, and then I'll do like 40 videos in between, so I just forget. It's kind of like the norm here. So it's not that I'm being ignorant, it's just there's a lot that happens in between one video and the next. Or one video and then the next time I revisit that same series. But the thing I like about Neptunia is, I guess it just sounds like, the only way I can really put it is that it just sounds like they cared. You know, it didn't sound very cookie cutter, but it very much could have sounded cookie cutter. You know, like when I think of stuff like this, I think of other games for sure, which is probably intended, knowing that the context. But you know, I think of Blaze Blue, I think of East, I think of Guilty Gear, I think of what was the other one I had in my mind? But either way, you know, just like you know, kind of like speed metal type stuff. But it's not all just like this. There was like the last one I heard had like a bunch of orchestral stuff. The percussion was different. They do things, you know, and you could tell that the songs aren't just like spat out. And that's what's really cool about it. It's like you can tell that they took their time with it. Now, this one was interesting because of its nuances, and for some reason they decided to make the rhythm guitar like so low that I could barely hear it. I've never experienced that in any genre, anything. Like it's just it's almost like it wasn't there. I really wonder why they turned it down so much. It's like it doesn't add to it, and it doesn't. I don't know. It was just. I don't even want to say it was there, but it was. It was just so low. Like if everything was a 10, it was like a 2. Weird choice, but cool. I mean, at least I'll remember it for that. And the thing that really caught me away was the guitar work, obviously, which is what reminded me of Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue has a lot of stuff that has melodic leads that aren't like full-on shreddy, but that sound like they could be sung. You know, like you can hum it back. Those are really powerful, like single note melodies that can also translate to any instrument. So anytime the chorus kicked in, you could hear that same melody like played on a piano, violin, whatever, and it'll still sound good. I really like those kind of things. But to me, the highlight was the solo section, which is cool because there was a solo section. And I believe not every song in the series has a solo section, so it was kind of like a callback to like bands that do that. And one of my favorite bands growing up, still, I haven't heard of them in a while, is Children of Bodom from Finland. They are no longer around because the singer passed away not too long ago. One of my biggest guitar influences. Alexi Laiho. And their first like 3-4 albums were this kind of neoclassical genre where it was like classical music and shred, I guess. But the keyboard player and the guitarist were like both classically trained, and almost every song has like at least a guitar solo and a synth solo, and a lot of times they back and forth. And the one that comes to mind immediately, if you like something like this, there's Kissing the Shadows, which is such an amazing song. I was smiling because I haven't heard them in a while, so it's gonna be like, okay, well, I know what I'm doing after this. And that's from the album Fall of the Reaper, which is also an incredible album. Oh my god, that whole album is so good. Every Time I Die, Kissing the Shadows, Hate Me. It's just Fall of the Reaper itself. Excuse me, that whole album is amazing. Anyways, let's see what Google tells me here. I'm drawing a blank. And instead of like trying to fake it and be like, oh, I know this word, I just can't think of one. That's really odd that I can't think of one. But then again, it's like I'm trying to label it, which labeling sucks. Okay. I like this one. This one called out to me. It's diligent. Yeah. Consistent in effort, pursued with persevering energy and attention, persistent, hardworking, industrious. I feel that. It's like I said, it's like if the whole soundtrack sounded like this, that would be a little monotonous, right? But the fact that this song compared to the very last one I heard are like worlds apart, that's what makes it really cool and diligent. So I'm gonna miss Neptunia. It's gonna be a long time before I hear it again, but it's cool. Let me know what Providence means in this regard. I know what it means, but what does it mean in this regard? Because this is obviously it seems like a big boss battle. It says gold 3rd boss battle. I'm guessing that's like a rank, maybe bronze, silver, gold. But cool song, and go listen to Kissing the Shadows. Thank you to Shadow Maxim. Thanks to everyone that you see here. That song was amazing. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Take it easy.